Oh shit. Line.
Hey, I'm Ben Silverio.
I don't know why I just blanked right there. It's just, oh my god.
It comes for
I'm
us
getting
all.
old. That's what it is. It's
Yep.
old age. Is it too late to do it now?
No, yeah, go for it.
Hey, I'm Ben Silverio.
And I'm Ansel Burch.
And it's time to party!
This is our special bonus bloopers episode full of digressions and other material that didn't make it into the regular shows from our recordings for Click for March of 2024. We are not doctors. We don't give medical advice. This is not. Just fuck that all up. Have you seen Repo the Genetic Opera?
I have, yes.
Tell me that that wasn't a zydrate extractor in the hospital scene that he was trying to sedate him with.
Oh my god. I didn't think of that. Hey, I mean, if Michael from Click were in Repo the Genetic Opera, I think we'd have a much more interesting storyline here.
Potentially from both films.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was only 2 years later, Repo.
You know, if we had a time machine, we'd just mash up these two movies.
No.
No.
What would you okay, if you were gonna mash up Repo the Genetic Opera with Click, which characters would you swap from one to the other to make it better?
Oh man. My first instinct was to say Paris Hilton into Click, just because I don't know. I think it would have been funny.
I could see that,
but
she could be friends with Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah, there you go. That's hot.
I mean, it's tempting to say that you should have Nathan Head or Tony Head.
Yes, his character's name was Nathan, but
yeah, which is why I did that. I was looking at his the cast list here.
I mean, yes. Honestly, adding Anthony Head to anything.
True, exactly. You can't go wrong adding Anthony Stewart Head to any project. It's got to make it better. Plus, and if his character was like going around stealing people's organs in Click, man, yeah, you better rewind that shit.
God, I remember the first time seeing him in Ted Lasso. I'm just like, Giles, why do you make me hate you so? Talk about somebody being good at being an asshole. Like, man, he loved playing that villain in Ted Lasso.
I still haven't seen it. I know, it's a crime. Man.
You gotta do it.
I gotta get that Apple TV.
Just do it for a month and binge all of the shows that you're supposed to be watching.
That's right. I just gotta put aside all the other channels I'm currently watching things on.
Yeah, swap it out for Prime or Peacock or something for a month, and then which is apparently how
Taskmaster. So that'll be
there. You go. See, apparently that's the new strategy for streaming services. You just rotate, every month and do like three different ones.
Honestly, if it weren't an enormous pain in the ass to pull off, yeah, that would make total sense. Yeah. Where's the app that manages that? Is that a thing? Can I pay someone $5 a month to do that?
If only. That would have been great.
Be worth it just for the 4 months out of the year I'm not getting Disney Plus.
I'm starting to finally to hear this feedback about Disney Plus, where I guess a lot of people don't like it.
I love it. It's just expensive.
Yeah, because like I've recently talked to a number of people who are just like, oh man, who even has Disney Plus anymore? Like, why would you have, I was pitching to an editor some stories and stuff, and I was just like, oh, what about this list but for Disney Plus? And they're like, nobody has Disney Plus. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? Maybe I just know too many Disney adults who aren't going to get rid of it. But it's like, I like a lot of the stuff that they put out on Disney Plus. They just don't promote it very well.
Yeah.
like American Born Chinese, should have kept going because it was a really good show with a lot of great creative people behind it. But it did not get renewed because not a lot of people watched it, which was unfortunate. Goosebumps hasn't gotten renewed yet for a second season, and I feel like that definitely should have.
I didn't
But
even know that was happening.
yeah, see, and they even double shared that on Disney Plus and Hulu. But the new Percy Jackson show got renewed. I guess everybody flocked to that.
Tab's watching
So
that, yeah.
unless it's a Marvel thing or a Star Wars thing, there's not a ton of promotion for the other stuff going on in Disney Plus, unfortunately.
It does seem like they lost confidence in a lot of their native house brand stuff, like a lot of their standard animation studio stuff, like Wish. I didn't hear about Wish until like right before it came out. And
Well, that one got a theatrical release.
that was a full-on theatrical release, yeah.
Yeah.
Um
I liked Wish. I thought it was charming. But also I like the real meta-ness of it because it references like all of the, the 100 years of Disney, like
right.
But oh my god, I was gonna say something else and I completely lost it. Darn.
It kind of feels like they're
happens?
relegating Disney Plus to the same marketing strategy they had with the Disney Channel, which was that like unless you were watching the Disney Channel with the ads, there was no way you were going to hear about all of the shit that the Disney Channel was putting on.
Yeah. That's
like
true.
their only hope of you seeing, I'm going to throw a name out because it's the only one I remember, Wizards of Waverly Place, is if you happen to still have the TV on from whatever was on before it, or you heard about it through an ad in another show on it. Like it was a self-perpetuating cycle.
Yeah.
And so I only see stuff on Disney Plus when I open the Disney Plus app and go, that is a thing that I'm interested. Like I'm already sold on that IP.
Yeah,
Ant-Man.
like I'm really curious about some of the things that they're doing over there because there was supposed to be a Moana TV show, and they were working on it with like a new crop of people, and now it's just another movie that they're releasing at like Thanksgiving, I think, and it's just like, oh, so you just turned this TV show into a movie all of a sudden? Like, what's like? I didn't think we were supposed to get another theatrical Moana thing until that live action one that they were doing. So it's interesting. It's curious to see what this movie is going to be about, since it's a TV show truncated, squeezed into a movie box.
I wonder if it's that they finally heard our feedback from some of the Disney Plus Marvel stuff, where some of those TV shows were just movies that they stretched out.
Yeah,
and we've certainly had movies that should have been TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, the Eternals would have been.
This is them finally course correcting and going, well, what we actually wrote is far more cohesive and not set up well for the episodic format. Let's release it as a film instead.
I mean,
that's what happened.
I hope so, and I remain optimistic about it. Because I think there's a lot of story that could be told in the world of Moana. So I hope that what they have is worthy of a theatrical release movie, as opposed to like a TV special, like those Toy Story ones, or I think there was some Frozen ones too that were shorts, but like longer shorts.
I'm sure, yeah. They will milk every drop out of those princesses.
Similar to Adam Sandler and his dick and fart jokes.
Exactly.
What else did 18 years ago look like, Ansel?
Oh God. Let's see. I was a sophomore in college. That took up most of my time, if I'm honest with you. What happened in 2006? Other stuff happened for sure.
Maybe
Winter Olympics in Turin. That was good.
Okay.
The Cassini spacecraft made some discoveries. Reconnaissance orbiter. Actually, the reconnaissance orbiter, that was really cool. Yeah, 2006, rough year.
I'm drawing a blank on 2006.
Yeah, I remember like who I fancied and the classes I was taking and stuff, but man, world events not so much.
Yeah. Damn.
Butterfly Effect 2 came out. Oh, The Prestige was 2006.
Okay. All right. Good to know that there was some better cinema than Click.
There was an Aquaman show.
Animated?
Lady in the Water was 2006. Apocalypto was 2006. I don't know if you remember that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Pan's Labyrinth. There you go. That was a good movie.
Oh, there you go. Love a Del Toro joint.
Yeah, right? 300 was 2006.
Oh, man.
So
I remember seeing that in theaters. Well, all right.
Yeah.
So super tangent. I was watching an episode of Beat Bobby Flay, and Little John was one of the guests. He was one of the guest judges. So hearing him talk about food and criticizing it and critiquing it was very funny, but also very serious because he takes that stuff very seriously. Before he says, "Yeah."
It's a very serious thing to say. Yeah.
It's true. You know, if that's how food can make you feel, then that is a very visceral reaction to what you're experiencing, right? So Little John may be a modern philosopher. I'm sorry. I just
we almost dismounted this show, and you close us out with Lil Jon may be a modern philosopher.
No offense to Lil Jon. No offense at all. I respect your hustle as an artist. I'm just please give Lil Jon a cooking show is what I'm getting at. Future, if there's anything you can do for us. Oh my god, instead of Bam,
Instead of
yeah.
Bam, it's yeah.
Instead of Bam, it's okay.
Okay. Yes.
Oh my god, yes.
He's got a crossover with Guy Fieri.
Oh my god, that would be phenomenal. Just have
Welcome to Flavortown. Yeah.
Just have Little John replace Bobby Flay on the Food Network. I mean, I feel like that's a step up anyway.
Oh, easily.
Frickin' Bobby Flay thinking he could cook better than everyone else. With his throwdowns and his beat Bobby Flayness.
Absolute audacity. And I get that that's part of the point.
Sure.
It's like you're hate watching it so that some Nona will kick Bobby Flay's ass.
And you know what?
But
he's never won in a battle of Philly cheesesteaks. So well, I mean, suck it, Bobby
there's no
Flay.
Such thing as a good Philly cheesesteak.
Wow.
I want you to show. Wow. I'm saying it because I want you to tell me where to get one. I've never had one. I know they must exist, but I have never had a good Philly cheesesteak. They're always disappointing.
Well, I mean, you got to go back to Philly for it. So
apparently, I got to go to Philly.
But John's Roast Pork, which is very close to the ECW arena, best cheesesteak, hands down. Okay. But also their roast pork sandwiches are very good. So if you go there, you don't have to just get the cheesesteak. Their entire menu is fucking banging. For a lot of places, it's just like, oh yeah, they got the cheesesteak. But John's Roast Pork has way more.
Okay.
But for those of us who can't get back to Philadelphia as regularly as we'd like, Las Vegas has a suitable replacement. There's a spot called Pops, which is open 24 hours. It's not on the strip. So you have to drive a little bit, but not too far. Oh my God. Literally the best cheesesteak I've had outside of Philadelphia.
Okay.
You know, it ticks all the boxes that you need for a good
No
cheesesteak.
Chicago Rex for cheesesteak?
I got one. It's not the best, but it's probably Chicago's best. And it's called Monty's. If you go to that bar, which is very good, they have a good beer selection and stuff, and it's pretty chill. The walls are covered with flags from different colleges in Philadelphia. The Drexel one is from me.
Oh,
Because they had a fire and a bunch of their stuff, you know, went up in flames. So they put out a call to be like, hey, if anyone's going back to Philly, can you pick up, you know, the flags from the schools? And if we don't have one yet, we'll put it up. And I brought them Drexel.
nice.
And they gave me a discount on my meal.
How many colleges are in Philly?
A lot. St.
I'm
Joe's,
gathering.
University of Penn, Temple, Drexel. You know, there's a good amount, you know.
I had no idea.
Oh,
Had
yeah?
not occurred to me.
And there's like a famous regatta or something where all of the crew teams come to the Delaware River because they have boathouses all along the river. It's behind the art museum, so when you're driving on 676, you can see them all like in a row because it's called Boathouse Row. But at night, it's lit up, and it looks great, and it's very cool with the skyline behind it and shit. Philly's awesome, yo. We're very friendly.
I have no complaints about Philly.
It seemed like you had a little bit of a grudge against Philly earlier.
Oh no, you mean the cheesesteak comment?
No,
It's
no.
purely that I've never had a good one.
When you were talking about Chicago being the friendlier New York.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And I said,
that's because I, like many people, completely forgot Philly existed.
Rude.
And yeah, that's on me.
It's the birthplace of our country.
Yeah. But I live in Chicago.
Yeah,
The second
no.
city.
Yeah, second from the bottom.
Oh,
Oh, shots fired.
so nice here.
We're going to get for a couple weeks out of the year. We're going to get a steady decline of listeners from Chicago now.
It's so comfy right here. Chicago's great. Don't let him lie to you. I'm just going to cut all this out. Yeah, go ahead. No, you do what you were going to do.
No, that was it.
Oh, okay.
I did the be excellent to each other.
I thought you had a follow-up.
No.
All right, let's
Be
try
excellent
that.
to each other, comma, but not to Elon.
But there it is.
And then you.
All right. Let's do one more take of that. I'm sure one of them will be fine.
If you want to find us on the internet, I'm at bsilverio20 on X, on Instagram, on Blue Sky, on Threads, I guess.
I am at the Indecisionist on all of those except for X, where I am at Indecisionist. But I don't post there, and neither do you. So here we are.
You can join the conversation by using the hashtag time2party. That's time the number 2 party.
Or time the number 2 party, all one word, thanks to Warwick.
Hoo-wee, what a month it's been. Join us again very soon, where we will be talking about a very different movie. Until then,
coherence.
Yeah. But yeah, we're recording this the day before my birthday. If you still wish me a happy birthday whenever this drops, I'll still love it. You can go ahead and do it.
Yeah, it'll be the end of March.
Which is fine. I'll still be the age that I am.
Yeah.
Which I've just noticed now that we have not revealed how old I'm turning tomorrow. Which is fine.
Yeah. You're grown. You don't have to say anything.
That's so true. Yes. And while we ponder on the meaning of life, maybe, or just, try to get a good cheesesteak away from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I want you specifically, listener, yes, you, talking directly to you, to be excellent to each other.
And party on, dudes.
Yeah! Don't threaten me with a good time.
Keep going. Keep going. It was good.